All right. Hold on one second. All right. So, I was doing a devotion the other day on our relationship with God and Jesus and how important it is. And so I looked up a few things that all good relationships have in common. Earthly relationships. Well, really just relationships in general. And I got a few like bullet points that I got online, and it was communication, trust, commitment, quality time, and patience. So I figured it would be a good thing for everybody to know and remember, because I know that I completely forget these things sometimes and overlook it. And so I figured I could do a video on it and just show how important it is to trust and communicate, and how all of these things in a relationship with somebody else should be in our relationship with God and Jesus. And so let's get into it. I'm heading right now to go pick up a boat. I'm with Sarah Page. And I figured there would be a few ways that I could show trust in, picking up this boat. And so what I plan to do is just completely trust the man that I'm buying it from. Usually I'll go through and completely inspect the truck and make sure that everything he says works. But with this, I'm just gonna trust that what he says works, which should be everything. He said that it's completely water ready. So let's go get the boat. All right, we're here waiting on the guy. And looks like we're just gonna go ahead and skip over trust, because we're going right into patience, because bro is literally late. And I'm sitting here anxious about trusting this man, just giving him money, because I'm like, I'm sure this thing's wrong. I'm sure this is wrong. And he's late. So I'll inform you when he arrives. All right, I know that we're in the middle of trust right now, but I figured what better way to show communication than me talking to this guy. So we're going to take a quick little break of trust and go into communication while I just say a few things about it. For communication, it's pretty simple. How in the world could we ever imagine having a relationship with someone if we didn't talk to them? Like, if I went to bed without talking to my girlfriend, especially if I continued to do it, our relationship would be in shambles. There's absolutely no way that you can grow a relationship with anybody if you're not actually communicating with them. Like, if somebody texts me all day long, like every day, and I never responded, that relationship is going nowhere. Or even if I respond maybe one time at night, kind of like we respond to God, that relationship will have no growth. It'll get absolutely nowhere. I feel like the way we need to look at it is treating it like it's our first time talking to God. We're trying to have a good impression on Him. We're trying to go to Him a lot and make sure that He knows that we love Him. Because like, if you're talking to somebody and you want them to know that you like them, you talk to them a lot. You consistently communicate with them throughout the day. And if you don't, that person thinks you don't like them. God knows you love Him. But we have to kind of show that to ourselves and talk to Him consistently and just stay in communication with Him to show that we love Him and show ourselves that we love Him. So I feel like we just need to keep Him on our mind throughout the day and consistently communicate with Him as much as we can. Well, that didn't go as planned. So much for not even talking to the guy. I got there. The boat looked nothing like the listing. I was gonna trust the dude, but that right there is why you don't trust somebody. Because it's not true, bruh. Everything he said was cap. Motor didn't run, had no batteries. It was the smallest boat I've ever seen in my life. Not really, but oh my goodness. I was like, I just can't, dude. I sat there and just kept trying to tell the man, bro, like, I can't buy this boat. I'm not giving you that much money for it. So, don't trust people, but trust God. So now we're headed to another boat to go look at, and it'll be about 40-minute drive, but it's definitely gonna be worth it to not buy that boat. Hopefully we'll buy this one, and I might try the trust thing again. So we'll see how it goes. Trust is just such a big one. I don't think there's a single person on earth who doesn't struggle with trusting God. Our humanly brains are wired to think that we need to be in control, and that's how we find safety. But we need to give up control and trust His amazing and perfect plan and know it's better than any plan we could ever come up with. Even if we think we need this much money or this relationship or this job, we need to trust God enough to be okay with His plan. I promise it really does make life so much easier when you know that His plan is perfect, and even if you sit there and stay up all night thinking of a perfect plan, it's not going to be as good as God's. You just have to get that relationship with Him, stay close to Him, and live the way that He wants you to live, and make the decisions that you feel like He will want you to make. Alright, let me go pay this man. That's a good looking boat. I like that too. Alright, so me and Sir Paige are about to go in our gas station run.
Bling, bling, bling.
The beautiful racetrack. We've come here so many times. I love this place. I've never thought about rating it before, so we're gonna go in there. We're gonna try to give it a good rating.
We gotta get coffee and a sweet treat.
All right, let's go rate it, get some gas, and get everything we need. What's up, guys? We are out here in the racetrack getting some coffee. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, we are back from our excursion, and I was really happy with that experience. What about you?
It was very nice.
I think they're gonna get a good rating. All right, so we got, what do we start off with? People.
People was nice.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna go
I got
3, 2, 1, 7.
8.
I like 7. I could have gone 8, really, but there was only one person there.
Yeah.
I could have gone 8. Yeah, I'm going 8. I think we go 8. She broke 100. I did a little test and said, could you break 100 to that lady? She said, of course, yeah. Super nice. What you think? Can we go 8?
Sure.
All right. What else we got? All right, now we got size. All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 7.
6.
That's a good size. It was very open, very spacious. Come on. 7. All right, on to food. See, okay, here's the thing. It usually has so much food, but it's late. I'm gonna give them a 9.
8.
9.
8.
This is my favorite food gas station
Okay,
that
but is
exists.
it like? Well, actually, no. We'll
It's
go
a-
9 because they had all the froyo flavors. Out.
Froyo, everything. They got
If I had known that froyo, I would have gotten that.
donuts. They got chicken tenders in the drive-thru. They have a drive-thru. Man, this place is awesome. All right, what else we got? Looks. I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 9.
I think 9's too high.
All right, I'll go 8. But like, it looks perfect. What's next? Icy. Let's go ahead and get Icy out of the way. 3, 2, 1, 6.
I didn't even look at them.
They were
To
really
be
good.
honest.
6. I like 6. 6 was. They were good Icies. They weren't perfect though. They weren't Frizzell.
No Frizzell.
Outdoors.
I didn't look at the outdoors.
All right, then that's all me. I'm gonna give it a. I'll give it a 5. It had pretty good stuff. I'll show you a video. All right, I think that's everything. I'll put the scores up on the screen. I think that's gonna be our new winner. I feel like patience goes along with trust really well, because a lot of times when you're sitting there waiting on His perfect plan, the trust is in the patience. You show your trust by being patient and waiting for his time, His perfect timing, His perfect plan. And it's so hard for us as humans to think about our plans and have a certain times for things, and just be okay with His time, because once we get our mindset on, all right, I need a house by this age or a family by this age, we think that's what we need to do. We think that's what we need to achieve at a certain time. But if we just actually sit back and enjoy the time that God is giving us and enjoy every moment in the moment, we enjoy life so much more, and we show trust in God, and we're just able to have so much more peace. All right, it's an amazing day to have an amazing day. So, we got the boat out here. I apologize for doing a terrible job on the trust video portion of it, but this is gonna kind of be trust too. This one's commitment, so I'm gonna trust that the guy said that everything works good. I trust that the motor runs, trust that it doesn't have a giant leak in it and we sink to the bottom, but we're also gonna commit to taking it out there. And you know, my goal here is I'm gonna commit to staying on this boat until I catch a fish. So that's gonna be the goal here, and let's get everything loaded up. All right, disclaimer. What you're about to see is absolutely atrocious, but I promise you that's not how I put a boat to the dock. The only thing is, I didn't want to start the motor up right there. I wasn't ready to see if it ran or see if it worked yet. So, what you're about to see, it looks bad, I promise. I know that's not how you do it. I promise that's not how I done it. I've never done that before, or done this. You haven't seen it yet, but you gotta trust. Just trust me. I did it for a reason, and so good luck watching that. All right, we are on the boat. So let's start testing it out. That doesn't sound great. That's great. Alright, so the problem here is we are running on only one carburetor. You can see there's a lot of gunk in there, which is not good, but I can fix that. And there is no gas coming through that line to go into this carburetor. I know I already took it off, but there's nothing flowing through there. And it's really because there's no suction. So the carburetor's not sucking any gas out. I can probably fix that, but I promised y'all we gotta catch a fish. I'm not coming out here and not catching a fish for y'all. I forgot to mention, but we are on a tight schedule here. I'm supposed to leave to go to Anderson with my family in a little bit. So I have like literally 20 minutes to fish, maybe. Not sponsored.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Commitment is such a huge one, and it's so overlooked. And I feel like we look at it more in our relationship with other people than we do in our relationship with God. Like, we know that we could never be in a relationship with a girl and still go out with other girls because we're committed to them. When we get in a relationship with someone, we have to sacrifice some things that would hurt our relationship. That needs to be the exact same way with our relationship with God. If you want a relationship with Him, you have to be willing to give up some worldly things for Him. There are so many things that we continue to do when we know it's wrong just because we think our plan is better than God's. Newsflash, it's not. And if we feel like we're not as close to God as we once were, or as close to God as some people, and we want to feel that true peace and happiness that He gives out, then we need to build and grow our relationship with Him. And that comes from a lot of different things. And one of them being giving up our old ways and following His perfect and amazing plan. Alright, so I think it held up pretty good. I mean, obviously, carburetors need to be fixed. I need to fix my wire for my tilt and trim. We took in a little water, which I don't know where that came from. It could have been from when I splashed it with the motor. Other than that, decent boat. It should fix up nice, be a nice running boat. I'm happy with it. Alright, so just in case you did not see the vision or you didn't trust the plan, this is what the boat's looking like now. I'm pretty happy with it. It actually only took about 1 day's worth of work, and I know it's not perfect, but I'm happy with how the paint looks, the inside looks, and the motor actually runs amazing. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really sorry I didn't catch fish, but we will catch fish before this video is over. Mark my words. Alright, I know what you might be thinking. Jace, isn't it raining? Jace, why are you wearing a long sleeve shirt? Jace, why do you look so beautiful today? Jace, aren't you going to catch all the fish in that pond? Whoa, 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 slow down. So, let me answer the first few questions. Yes, it's raining. Yes, I'm in a pond. And yes, I'm going to catch all the fish in here. Not really, I'm probably only going to catch like 1 or 2. But I told y'all that I was going to catch a fish before this video ended. And I am holding true to that statement. Quality time is such an important thing that we kind of just miss out so much of on, and even just kind of forget to do it or just run out of time. But we have to set up time to have quality time, spending time with God, knowing how amazing He is, reading the Bible, praying, listening to worship music, listening to a podcast, whatever it is. We need to devote time to spending quality time with God, and that will build our relationship, strengthen our relationship, grow our relationship, and just, help us love God, trust God, and just have a lot more peace and joy in our life. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.